Hello guys, welcome back. Today we will see, bean life cycle. It is very important topic in Spring or Spring Boot. What is the bean and what is the bean life cycle? We will see. We already saw previously what are the beans, how you create the beans, and today we will see what are the life cycle of beans. So Spring IOC container is responsible for creating the objects of your bean, and it is also responsible for destroying, means it makes available your bean for garbage collection. It will destroy also that one. Okay, so you no need to bother about that. So we will see today two very important annotations, one is @post construct and another is @pre-destroy. So this post construct annotation is as soon as your bean is got created by application context or IOC container, whatever your bean is got created, as soon as it got created, okay, so your post construct method will get called. As soon as your bean is get created, post construct method will get called. And if you want to perform any operation in initialization in this post construct method, you can do that initialization and all the stuff. Okay, and if you want to perform the cleaning stuff, okay, then you will need to add that code in the @pre-destroy method. And remember that this post construct and pre-destroy methods will be called only once during the lifetime of the bean. Okay, and post construct will call immediately, and pre-destroy will get called just after the destruction of that bean, just before. Okay, just before the destruction of that bean, pre-destroy will get called. So I have mentioned here steps. You can open your pom.xml file and you have added. I will show you the example with working code with real-time example. That is in post construct method, we will create one table. We will insert some rows in that table, and in pre-destroy method, we will perform the cleanup activity. For now, we will just delete that table so that you will understand. Okay, and we will close the connections. What are the connections are open, we will close those connections in pre-destroy method. Okay, so for that I have added this spring data starter JPA dependency, spring boot starter web dependency, MySQL connector Java, because I am using here MySQL. Okay, and this is for test. Okay, perfect. So we will go step by step. Once we added those, then we need to add these properties to application.properties. Okay, we will add here, and we need to add username and password. Okay, added. Perfect. So this is my database, and I have mentioned here logging.label.org.spring framework equal to debug. Why I mentioned this? Because we want to see the logs. What the Spring Boot generates the logs, we want to see all those logs. That's why we mentioned this one here. Okay, so let's start our example. Okay, update this maven project. You are going to see one error. or Apache Maven plugin, Maven resources plugin 320 resources add. Okay. So your Maven project is being getting updated. Just wait for that. Okay. So your workspace is got built. Okay. You don't have any error in your form. So go to, okay, you don't have any error in your form now. Okay. Perfect. You got to know how to clean up the errors also. Okay. So you just added the properties. Now you need to create one application class. Okay. In this, we will create new class, that is application.java, where our main method is present. Okay. So let's create it. So this is our Spring Boot application. Okay. And it's very important point here. You need to close the application context, whatever the configurable application context you got, you need to close it. Then only your pre-destroy method will get called. Otherwise, it will not get called. Okay, you need to remember this. Now we will create one database DAO. Okay, first of all, we will create this package. Okay. Let's create this package. Perfect. We have this package. Now create this class. Okay. Inside this package, we are creating database DAO class. Perfect. And in this database DAO class, we will do the magic of adding pre-destroy and post construct method. Okay, just put debug point here. So this is our post construct method. The method can be anything, method name can be anything, and this is our destroy method. Okay, but this annotation is very much important. Post construct, it will get called as soon as your bean is get created. Okay, it will get called and it will perform all this operation. First of all, it will drop that table, then it will execute create table, it will create the table, then it will add one row inside that, then it will add another row. Okay, and as when your context is getting closed, this pre-destroy method will get called and it will try to delete that table. It will drop that table and it will close the connection. You will see line by line everything. Okay. Now all the basic setup we have completed. Just check the step. Now we need to debug the application. Okay. Just put the debug points. Breakpoint we put in here, as well as just put the breakpoint here as well. Okay. So just debug the application and observe the logs very carefully. Observe the logs very carefully. Okay. Okay. So just keep it and okay. So this is our database. Okay. We will check select star from Java from scratch. So it is saying this table does not exist. Okay, table is not exist. So now we are, so this post construct method is get called. Okay, I will show you the logs. Okay, I will show you the logs what is happening. Okay, first of all, so this database log now. Okay, just search for this database now. Okay, So identified candidate component class. Okay. So it scanned the component scanning. First of all, it did the component scanning. Then see, creating the shared instance of that. So if you see the steps, okay. So identified candidate component scanning. First of all, it did component scanning. Then it created instance of that and then immediately called post construct method. Okay. So that's why we are now in post construct method. So just now we saw you don't have that table. Okay. So now press F6. Now we will have that table. Table is created. Okay. Now just insert one record and check the database. Now we got Java as inserted. Insert another record. We will see Python is also got inserted. Now press F8. It will try to close the context. So it called the pre-destroy method. Okay. So now closing the database connection, con, and we will delete this table. Okay. For now, but it is actually used for this method is used for cleaning up resources, just like closing the connections. Okay. So drop table is executed. If you see, this table will not exist here. Error, table does not exist. So connection dot close, and this method was successfully and your application get terminated. So you understand, guys, all these things. Happy learning. And note that it is very important that post construct and pre-destroy method will only work for singleton beans. It will not work for prototype beans. Example, if you change this one @scope, @scope, if you change this value equal to, we can put this one also, prototype. Okay, prototype. If you change this, then these methods will not get called. Okay, if you run this, debug it. Okay, post construct and pre-destroy methods will not get called at all, and your application will get terminated. Okay. We are debugging the application, but it got terminated actually, and we don't see the table as well. So it only works for singleton bean scope. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, thank you for watching this. Okay, we will come up with next video. Until then, keep learning. Thank you so much.